Hello my friends, and welcome back to Quilty Bird Piecing. First thing I want to say is a huge thank you to everybody that has watched and subscribed and liked. You have put me over my goal of 50 subscribers. That happened somewhere between Thanksgiving and the beginning of December, but with all the things that were going on with the holidays, I don't think I made but maybe one video in that time period. But I'm so grateful and shocked that I was able to meet that goal. That being said, I will be giving away some things to celebrate you guys for and showing my thanks for putting me over that goal. I actually have 71 subscribers, which is super duper awesome. So with that being said, the way I'm going to do that is I'm going to do a pass the stash. So I'm going to try to stay on it at least an every 2 week video being put out for you guys. I'm going to try to make one in a 2 week period be an actual video, and then another one be a live video, because I'm not very good at the getting in there and editing and splicing and all that good stuff you have to do to make the videos look good. I'm just not really good at that. So I have a bucket full of things that I am giving away, and I think I have 10 of them, so that should give us a good 20 weeks out that we will be giving away things. So one every 2 weeks, and there will be no magic numbers and magic words and all that stuff. You just have to leave a comment. I'm gonna try to figure out how to use the random comment picker, and I'll show you what the gift for that week will be. You leave a comment on the video. 2 weeks later, when I put out the next video for which we will be giving away the next gift, it's I will pick the winner from the previous video. Again, I still got to learn how to use the random comment picker, but I'm gonna figure that out in the meantime. And today I'm gonna pick one gift, and we're gonna pull out this bucket a little later, and we will grab a gift. I'll show you the gift. I'll show you what it is, how it's packaged, and then we will go from there with the commenting. 2 weeks. Today is Monday. 2 weeks from today, we will have another video, in which case I will pull the name in the comments and announce who won, and also show you the next gift that will be given out 2 weeks after that. I'm gonna put this down. The other thing I wanted to talk about is I don't think I have any haul that I've gotten since the last that I showed, but I have several updates of things that I have been working on that I'd like to go over with you guys. First off, I am going to try to touch, I have 36 boxes full of projects on this project wall I have over here. Well, one is empty because I'm not going to do it, and I just took the fabric and put it in my stash. But there's already a project on the way to take its place, so we're going to consider it 36 projects. Plus a couple of these boxes have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. A couple have more than one project in them. But we're going to try to touch as many of these per month as I can. And I'm going to take the months of January and February to see how many in a 30-day period, 28 days with February, that I can actually get some movement on, some actual movement on. In addition, every month I want to try to pick a project that I've already started and focus on finishing it. in that month or so. I started this journey of trying to work on this on January 1st. So on New Year's Day, I started working on some of these projects, and that is what my updates are for today. I'm also going to show you what, when I show you the project, I'm going to show you what the next month's part of the project is going to look like as well. And then I will show you I will talk about the next things that I want to have done by the next 2 weeks, because it's a thump of them on this wall, but I will pick out the ones that I think I'm capable of getting something knocked out on them in the next couple of weeks. With that being said, let's get it right on started here. So the first thing I did on January 1st, I would have things all discombobulated when I'm talking to you. I worked a quilt called Inner Beauty. It is this pattern. However, it is not done in that fabric. It is done in a completely different set of fabrics, and I am going to pause you for a second so I can pull the form that has that recoloring of the quilt on it. Okay, I don't think I have that page anymore, but I do have when I start putting together the quadrants of the quilt, because it goes together in quadrants. It's going to look like that. That's one quadrant of the quilt. It is colored in purple and blues from Kaffe. And my first set of blocks are here. Oh wait, I got it. Ah! It was in the bag with the first set of blocks. So the entire quilt will look like that. And the size of the quilt, is 90 by 90 when I'm done. So needless to say, there's going to be a buttload of blocks in this quilt. So my first block looks like that, or that. I'm not really sure which way it's going to go yet. I also had to put together some that look like this. There's 3 sets of blocks. Is this one right? Is it? Yes. That on the top, and those. And the last one was just filler blocks. So it's that cabbage leaf pattern that he has, a cabbage flower pattern. So I had to cut out 26.5 inch filler blocks, and all of the blocks are going to be 6.5 inches. Block 2 we'll have, which is what I'll be working on next month, hopefully. We'll have this block, and it will be 12 of those made out of this fabric, which is already starched. When I do have a cutting day, I will go ahead and cut them and put them in, but those are the only 2 fabrics for that block. One quilt that has made movement down. Let's move on to the next quilt kit, for which I did some work on. And that is going to be, let's see, Inner Beauty, toss you right there. And then back. The next quilt that I made headway on, partially headway, because I managed to screw up something I shouldn't have screwed up. So it is called Flyaway Flow. And I made this middle block, at least I attempted to make it. I made a few of these flying geese units here. You probably can't really see that. Let's just say different colors, but block right there. And I made a few of these blocks right here. So that big star block didn't quite make its way to be finished, simply because I miscut the other pieces I need to make what I need to make. The flying geese right there. So I had enough fabric to recut 2 pieces, but I didn't have enough to recut 2 more pieces because I cut them too small. That being the case, and this being the only block in the quilt with this striped fabric, there will be no future striped fabric coming to me. So I ended up having to order the fabric, and I am right now waiting on it to come in as we speak, so that I can get these flying geese made. 2 more, because I have 2. I have 2 of them made and their corners attached. And I have the center of the star. So as soon as I get those made, it will look like that star in the middle without the border that's around it, because the border that's around it didn't come. That fabric did not come. Don't let me lie to you. Hold on. Yeah, that fabric did not come in this month. What I did get done, let's see, these are all parts of that miscut fabric that I did keep just in case I needed to do something with it, are these funky looking blocks here. I think they go the other way. I think they're this way. Yeah, they're that way. And there was 4 of them. Hey, this camera is picking up this cut. Whoa, wait, that way, this way. This coloring pretty good there. Yeah, that way. So there was 4 of those. Finished that. And these are those flying geese that I couldn't really show you the yellow that was in it because it didn't really come up really well. So there's 4 of these flying geese blocks. The fabric is just gorgeous. It is, who is it? It's not Kansas Troubles. It is Betsy Chechian. Florence Fancy, I think that's what it's called. So those are the 3 blocks that I made for this month. And next month's blocks are, where are you? Wrong one. They are these little corner blocks here. And the last 2 are the same blocks. So I will be doing more of these little funky donkey blocks down here and more of these flying geese blocks here. It looks like the flying geese blocks are being different colors, but those little funky looking blocks will be the same. And the fabrics I will be using will look like these. We're going to hope for not a lot of cutting in this. Yeah. Yeah, no. No such luck. No such luck. But anyway, 1 month of Fly Away Flow down. The next one that I worked on and currently, let me correct that, I am currently working on at this moment is, and let me get to the picture here. this one, Bridal Path. And I'm working on 3 of these blocks here. They finish at 10.5, and these things take some concentration. This is the one that I have finished. And I will say that the lady that wrote this pattern, her name is Lynn Wilder of Sewing Wild Oats. This fabric is her fabric. She gave you a large diagram that's probably about 20 by 20 of this block, giving you all the arrows, all the directions in which to press it, all the directions in which to move it, and how to start which piece to put in, you know, to put together first, and a huge diagram to make that a bit easier, because there's some directions in here, but they're very few and far between with all of it. It's not, her pattern is not very wordy and detailed in words. She has a lot of pictures to show you for the difficult things, but for the most part, you have to look at her diagrams to figure out how to put the things together. So the next block, the one that I'm working on right now, will finish, where'd it go, with this coloring in the block. So right now I have all the units made. I just have to put them all together. And it looks like, let me find that page. I think I have a picture that I can show. Yeah, it's this one. No, I'll just have to, it looks like that. That is the one I'm working on now. And the one that I have to do after this one, it looks like that. And then I'll be done for this month. And these things take a little bit of time because there's a lot of little pieces in it. Like, it looks like just any other half square triangle, but there are 4 small little pieces in here that you have to put together. And this is a double flying geese here that goes on to this square, and these technically, I guess they're flying geese as well, but they aren't flying geese as well. You just really have to read her directions to figure it out, how to get it all together, because it is not like a traditionally made flying geese to get it in there. It's not. So you have to pay a lot of attention when you're doing these, but they aren't really hard. It's just this is weird. This double flying geese is weird, and the way that she puts this together is just not something that you're going to do every day. And this square right here is actually 4 little squares, 2 half square triangles and 2 solids in that little corner right there. So yeah, it takes a minute. It takes a minute to get them put together and pay a bit of attention, but I didn't have to do a whole lot of trimming. It pretty much came, they were a little bit bigger than 10.5, just a smidgen, but it came out really, really well. So that's my current, what I'm working on. And in the next 2 weeks, I am hoping to work on these 2 projects that I'm about to show you, and one other one that I'll pause you and pull because I don't have enough room for it. So first off is going to be the Michigan quilts. This one I have in a block in a month as well. It's absolutely stunning to look at, and the pieces are very small. They're all very small. I think they're 4.5 maybe each. So and you're making a lot of them. So for this, I'll be making 4, 8, 8 and 16. I'll be making 24 blocks this month. They're very easy blocks. They're not hard. As you can see, there's some 4 patches and some half square triangles. They're being made out of French General fabric. I think it is, I know it's French General. I just can't remember what the name of the fabric is. Anyway, it's French General fabric and it is lovely. But I have month number 1 already cut out and labeled. One of the next things I want to do in the next 2 weeks is another laundry basket quilt, and it is Lady Tulip. This is made with the same fabrics that is in the quilt, the Lady Tulip fabric. Is it 2 pages of Lady Tulip? No. The Lady Tulip fabric, which looks like this. Laundry basket quilts has beautiful fabric. I'll come up and down now because I'm being lost here and I don't know where you are. And this one has been cut up as well. They've all been cut up and put in a little bag. And I will be putting together these 3 blocks. Okay, so I will be making 3, 6, 9, so 3 of each. 3 of each of those. Cut and ready to go. All I can say is a mind is a terrible thing to waste, because I just had this pattern in my hand with everything that belongs to it, and now it is gone. Like, poof, gone, just in thin air, it's gone. So, needless to say, probably in the next 2 weeks, because I'm so frustrated right now with not being able to find it, that I won't be working on that particular product. So we shall move on and we shall choose another one. I am going to start on this quilt right here, the Flower Garden quilt. It's lovely. I love it. I love it. I had the first month cut. All the pieces are cut. And if you notice, I don't put any labels on anything. I just take the blocks and I separate them into separate bags. When I'm ready to use it, the different pieces don't have the same sizes, so I can pretty much figure out what it is that I'm pulling. But the first 2 blocks for this quilt are Crossroads and Goose Star. Therein lies Crossroads. And Goose Star. Let's see how I'm gonna do that. Let's see, right there down, well, right there. Goose Star. So I will be working on those 2, get those done and completed. Secondly, I will be working on, oh, wait, hold on. There's some paper in the way. On the Fat Quarter Shop Designer Mystery quilt. That's the very first block. I have done absolutely nothing on this. By the time I get to the end, they'll be totally finished and done. I do have the finishing kit that goes with this, so I will be attempting to make them into the little, they should be little houses with these blocks in the middle. So I am going to get that all starched up and ready for me to cut it into all of its pieces, so that when I get ready to pull this, I just pull the pieces that I need to finish the blocks. So this is the first one. I'll get that one worked out, turning it into its little house in the next 2 weeks. Lastly, which is probably going to take much longer, than a 2-week period. I will admit it. I will definitely admit it, because I feel the same way about this particular quilt that I'm about to show you as I do about the Bridal Path quilt. This one is a monster. And I ain't even started it. I haven't cut anything. I haven't started at all. I'm just highly afraid. So my first month will be Dresden blocks. I think it's just the Dresden blocks, honestly. Yeah, the first month is these Dresden plates right here. It's 4 of them. I'll be making those. This particular one has not been cut yet. So cutting will be needed. But everything's been starched and bagged. I just have to, I think it's starched. Or is it just pressed? Is it starched? Yes, yes. Thank you, Lord. Because I was about to panic that I had to starch it. So everything will be starched, has been starched. So all I have to do is cut and sew. And it comes with these little diagrams to help you make the best use of the fabric that you receive. I can't promise anybody that this block of the month came with enough fabric for me to cut. I really can't, but let's find out right now, because this first piece needs 4, wait, it needs 4 5 3/4 blocks. I have a 6.5 inch ruler. I have fabric that is folded into 4s. We are gonna see if we can get 5 3/4 out of this. And whoa, wait. And I can't. Look at that. The folds are roughly 6.5 inches wholly, so I can get my 5 3/4 out of that. I'm looking at these edges to make sure that they line up here. Well, this top might be a little short, but you know, this top up here might be a little short, but it ain't short enough for me not to get 5.5. Look at that. All right now. I was worried about that for a second. I was like, oh Lord. So I'm going to assume that if one works, the rest of them are going to work, because I start just everything. So that is the last thing that I'm going to try to work on for the month, because in the next 2 weeks, which will probably end up being more like 3 weeks, because I think this one's going to take a lot more of my attention than these other ones that pretty much have blocks with techniques that I've done many times. Doesn't mean that they'll turn out right. It just means that it won't be as hard for me to get those together. So with that being said, I am going to end this video with pulling out of this bucket to show you what it is that we will be giving away in our first Pass the Stash giveaway. Let's open up the little package. Pass the Stash appreciation gift is going to be Lori Hope Quilt Seed Kit. It is the Tea and Oceans kit. It comes with everything you need to make the quilt top, but no binding, because she's now turning these quilt seeds into quilts. This one is going to be a seed, so you can make this as a table topper, or put it on your wall, or get the rest of, buy the other patterns and make the whole quilt, whichever you decide you want to do. But her Americana fabric that comes out, I think in March or April, And those Americana quilt tees, I'm here for that. Those are absolutely lovely, and I am down for those, and I will probably be getting them. There's only 4 of them, and I think they're like 20 by 20 or 24 or 20. They're huge, but they are absolutely beautiful. It is 29 by 25. 29 by 25. It has the pattern to it. The pattern comes in the little seed pack that you will receive. And it has all the fabric. Here's the background fabric. Brand new, not starched, because I don't know, everybody does not like their starch. I've never used this fabric, and it's made out of Mercantile, her Mercantile line. Oh, these are tiny. These 4 fabrics. Let me open this blue one because you can't really see the difference in the 2. These 4 fabrics that you see there, and these 2 fabrics that you see here, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. These 10 fabrics that you see here. This was cut, I'd like to say by Fat Quarter Shop, but I don't think I got this from Fat Quarter Shop. So I'm not sure. I'm pretty sure it's more than, because Lori Holt usually has the pieces in her quilts, even when they cut the pieces according to her quilt requirements, are more than what you need, just in case you cut things, you know, incorrectly. You have a little bit extra wiggle room to be able to size things up or down when you're doing things, doing your piecing. So I'm pretty sure if you are a starcher, there's probably enough in here to do the starch. And as a matter of fact, let me find out by looking in here, because she gives you the measurements of the cutting in here with the pattern. Let me find the cutting page. Okay, that's one of the little pieces. Oh yeah, you got plenty. Absolutely, you absolutely have plenty to work with this, because that's like nothing. What about that one? That's a little piece. Absolutely, you have a ton. You have a ton of extra fabric. So if you're a starcher, you have plenty of room to starch. But that's it. That is going to be our past the stash for Thanksgiving, basically. This is my gratefulness to you guys for putting me over that 50 subscriber total. So just comment below any comment you like to comment. Like this video, please. Subscribe if you're new. Welcome, welcome, welcome. And hit that bell so that you get the notifications of when I post. Again, I'm going to leave this up for 2 weeks. 2 weeks from today, which is Monday. Today's Monday the 6th. So we're looking at roughly around the 20th. I will pull a name after I figure out how to use the random comment picker. I will pull a name from the comments, and I will announce who wins, and I will show you what we're going to be pulling for the next 2 weeks when we give out the next gift. Thank you so much for spending this long 40 minutes with me, and I hope you guys have a good evening, and happy sewing in 2025. Bye.